Tang Chen stood outside his own office door, fingers resting on the handle a moment longer than necessary. He had imagined this scene on the flight back. Su Manjiao surprised, maybe smiling, maybe even a little guilty for not answering his calls. A normal life, a normal marriage. For a brief second, he almost believed it. Then he opened the door. Inside, a young man sat in his chair, comfortable, relaxed, smiling like he belonged there. And on his wrist, that watch. Tang Chen's chest tightened, just slightly. He remembered the day he bought it. A quiet evening, private showroom. Su Manjiao had hesitated at the price. "It's too much," she had said. Tang Chen had smiled, fastening it gently around her wrist. "You're my wife. Nothing is too much." She had looked at him then, soft, almost shy. Or maybe he had only imagined that part. Now that same watch rested on another man's wrist. And Su Manjiao stood beside him, expression flat. "You're back early," she said. No warmth, no surprise, just mild inconvenience. Tang Chen didn't respond immediately, because something colder than anger had already settled inside him. Recognition, not of the situation, but of the script. He wasn't the original Tang Chen. And this wasn't just life. It was a story. A predictable, frustrating, almost insulting story. Where he, the CEO, the provider, the husband, was written to fail. To be replaced. To be discarded. He could already see the steps laid out in front of him. Trust, betrayal, loss, death. He had lived it once. Felt it. Remembered it. The cold alley. The pain. The realization that no one would come. That memory didn't hurt. It froze him. "So," Tang Chen said finally, stepping forward, his voice steady. "My office, my chair, my watch." His eyes shifted. "And my wife." Su Manjiao frowned, irritation flashing across her face. "Don't start. Xia Huiyan is kind. You always misunderstand people." Kind. The word echoed strangely. Tang Chen studied the intern carefully. That carefully lowered gaze. That harmless smile. Perfect. Too perfect. "Apologize," Su Manjiao continued, her tone hardening. "You're being unreasonable." For a brief moment, a very brief moment, Tang Chen wondered what would happen if he followed the script again. If he apologized. If he compromised. If he pretended not to see. Would things turn out differently? No. He already knew the answer. That thought disappeared. And so did the last trace of hesitation. Tang Chen moved. The slap landed clean and loud. Su Manjiao staggered back, eyes wide. Not just from pain, but disbelief. He didn't stop. Another strike. Xia Huiyan crashed into the desk, his mask cracking instantly. "You think I'll follow your script?" Tang Chen said quietly. There was no anger in his voice now. Only certainty. The door slammed open. "Tang Chen." Tang Ning rushed in, panic and fury mixing in her expression. She didn't ask what happened. Didn't hesitate. She picked up the ashtray and swung it at him. For a split second, Tang Chen saw another memory. A younger Tang Ning, clinging to his sleeve. "Brother, don't leave me. I only have you." He had promised to protect her. Back then, he meant it. Tang Chen stepped aside. Effortless. The ashtray missed him and smashed into Xia Huiyan's head. Blood spilled instantly. Screams followed. But Tang Chen didn't move, didn't react, because something inside him had already ended. While they panicked, he acted. Freeze all supplementary cards. Full financial audit. Prepare divorce papers. Each order was calm, precise, final. This wasn't revenge born from anger. It was correction. The hospital air felt heavy. Not with urgency, but with attention. Su Manjiao's hands trembled as she swiped her card. Declined. Again. Declined. The sound became louder each time. Tang Ning tried. Same result. Whispers grew. Judgment spread. Tang Chen watched from a distance at first. Not with satisfaction, but with quiet observation. So this was what it looked like. When illusion broke. He stepped forward. "Trying to spend money that isn't yours?" Silence fell. The hospital director approached him with familiarity. Respect. Control shifted instantly. No money. No treatment. When reality finally hit, it hit hard. Security stepped in. The violence was quick, ugly, unfiltered. Tang Chen didn't look away, because this was the consequence that the original him never dared to enforce. They returned, broken, still hoping, still believing he would forgive them. Tang Chen watched them silently. A small part of him noticed the exhaustion in Su Manjiao's eyes, the fear in Tang Ning's, but it didn't change anything. Sign. No anger, no shouting, just an ending. When the signature was done, felt lighter than expected. Not painful, not satisfying, just empty. They were dragged out, and the door closed behind them, without hesitation. The illusion didn't last long. Debt collectors, threats, violence, and finally, truth. Xia Huiyan dropped the act completely. No innocence, no charm, only contempt. Stupid pigs. Tang Chen wasn't there to see it, but if he had been, he wouldn't have been surprised, because he already knew. They waited outside. Days passed, cold nights, hungry mornings. When they begged, Tang Chen listened, but he didn't stop. "You're not sorry," he said calmly. "You're just out of options." Later, the evidence. 5.8 million. Clear. Undeniable. 1 month. Or prison. No emotion. No cruelty. Just consequence. The overpass was